invite you, if you want some fun, flying adventure, come to Alaska. My name is Don Lee. I'm CEO and Chief Pilot with Alaska Floats and Skis, a small instruction company we have in Talkeetna, Alaska. I've been fortunate enough to fly all over the world, but my primary training has all been in Alaska, over 20,000 hours for the last 40 years in Alaska. Flew expedition air support, air taxi, bush pilot flying, very diverse, and now we teach it.
So my name is Lennart Wahl. I'm an aerobatic pilot. I own LenAir, where we fly aerobatic flying, of course, but we have started from 3 years ago, also arranging trips to Alaska. Our partner in Alaska, Don Lee, he's probably one of the most experienced pilots at all. What we can do with Don Lee's flying school is we can teach seaplane flying, teach bush flying, and then we can go on our own, so to speak, in our Super Cup up into the mountains, land in the rivers, on the gravel bars, longer trips, 2, 3, 4 days if you like. Most of the time we stay in the lodge where we have day trips and learning these basic things, and then we can go further away on our own airplane.
We always like to invite people to Alaska and share just the awesome beauty of Alaska. The flying is one thing, but the destination, Mount Denali, the highest vertical rise in the world. LenAir brings the groups over. They stay at our facility for several days. We fly the float planes, the wheel planes, the ski planes, all these different opportunities to get out in the Alaska bush. So we not only teach the flying in the extreme conditions, survival skills, flying skills, but it's the access to just the incredible wilderness. And Alaska has always been known as the last frontier, and it still is. Alaska's the last frontier.
My name is Martin. I've been flying for about 10 years, and I've flown aerobatics with Lennart and LenAir before. And then Alaska, it's just a dream. Both to be there, see it, experience it, and then combining that with flying, it just seemed like the irresistible, obvious thing to do. So we had to go, and it was just a bunch of great people, so very much the dream of a lifetime. After even day one, when we came back, I'd done one flight, basically seeing the mountains, flying up to Mount Denali, and I was just blown away, sitting with a beer with the other guys who had done their own flights, and we were all we came for an experience. We've been here for a day, and it's already surpassed the experiences we were expecting to have for the 10 days. So it's just so many experiences, seeing the nature, doing both the seaplanes, the mountain flying, the bush flying together and going on these tours, fishing. It was just all-encompassing, beyond anything you could ever think of. So just fantastic.
We'd like to invite you to come along with us to one of these trips. Here you will learn how to start and land a seaplane on the beautiful lakes they have over there. You will learn how to start and land on bush wheels, these huge bush wheels where we can land in the rivers, on the gravel bars, and we can train emergencies landing on roads. It's legal in Alaska to land on a road, and we can actually practice this, which would be in Denmark, of course, be an emergency, but over there we can train it, and it's a normal thing to do in Alaska. So if you go with us, you'll come back home here to Denmark as a more safe and more experienced pilot. A lot of these things that we train over there will make you much more confident as a pilot coming back here.
Alaska's not that far away. Alaska is as close as the nearest airport. Beer and a nap, you're in Alaska. The last frontier. You will learn so much. We have all the experience, safe airplanes, safe syllabuses. You will learn so much flying off airport and having command of your airplane, developing command of your airplane, which is so important. And bring your wife, bring your children. It's absolutely a beautiful place, and they'll have a great time as well.